Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. We are back, okay? More that I want to bring to the front, okay? Regarding this situation involving Diddy, okay? For the people that may have been under a rock somewhere, I recently went live and we really didn't get into the video because YouTube definitely restricts that, but we did talk about the video that is going around that is showing proof of Diddy actually violating his ex-girlfriend who put a lawsuit out there about him last year, Miss Cassie. Okay, y'all can see that video swarming around, and that video is from a hotel. She references that in the article, right? Well, we got into all of those details. It was very bad. We saw a lot of it. It did not look good for Diddy at all. I feel like he's toast, in my personal opinion, right? But I wanted to bring to the front this woman who goes by the name of Cola Booth. Okay. She's over here on Twitter and she's giving us more details about the particular situation regarding Diddy, but more so Kim Porter, because she was like, whatever we heard and seen about Diddy and Cassie, she's saying we ain't heard and seen nothing yet. Okay. We ain't heard and seen a goddamn thing yet. So I do want to get into the stories that she is alleging. But once I looked up this woman, and let me see if I could put her up on the screen for people that may not be familiar. Let me go ahead and put her up on the screen real quick for y'all. All right. Um Here are some photos of her. Okay, so I decided to, like kind of like look her up a little bit, and it appears that she wrote a book about being married to bin Laden. Okay, so I believe she was one of his mistresses. She said that she was forced into being one of his mistresses, is what's being alleged in her book, and that she was violated in things, by him, how she escaped him, how all of that happened. I am not sure, but that is just what she's putting out there. Okay. I do want to get into what she's also putting out there about Diddy. So let us get into that. Okay. So, what she says is this Diddy thing is not a surprise, but what makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend, Kim Porter. She says, and how I've always silently held him responsible for her young death. Now, this is not it because she got a lot of SHI she finna get off her chest when it comes to this man. Like, girl. So let's get into it. Okay. Now she says, y'all would not even begin to believe the way he treated Kim Porter. And ironically, Cassie back then allowed herself to be used to disrespect Kim in her own home. Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face, laughed at Diddy harming Kim was awful. Now, this is what she's alleging. This is what she's putting out. I'm just letting y'all know what she's putting out. I'm not sure if this is 100% actual factual, but these are the stories coming from this woman. Now, it is going to be interesting because she's saying that she didn't meet Kim except for one time, but I guess she was privy to a lot of stuff because she and Kim were on the phone together, right? Often. Okay. But also, I feel like in this message, she's kind of trying to slick shade Cassie, in my opinion, making it appear, I mean, and maybe that's a part of the truth. Maybe that could be true, that Cassie did laugh at what happened to Kim. Not sure, but it definitely happened to Cassie and we saw it. But then she goes on to say, I feel bad for Cassie getting beat up like that, but I still remember when Cassie allowed herself to be used, quote unquote, racially against Kim Porter, as Diddy humiliated, beat, and repeat Kim's, I guess she meant to say repeatedly beat Kim for years. She says, y'all have always hated me for talking real about these men, but they deserve it. She also goes on to say, what y'all saw in that video of Diddy harming Cassie was nothing. We'll never forget the time he tried to make Kim Porter lick Cassie's tampon. Ma'am, you had this information for how long and you're just not telling the people about it? Oh, I can't take it. She goes on to say, always using Kim's race as a put down. You guys don't know the half of what women go through with famous and powerful men. Be they rappers, be they Bin Laden, be they actors. Y'all have no idea, she says. And you always demonize the women. Always. I'm just telling y'all what this lady's saying now. Okay, and it is alleged. Somebody says, how do you know this is it? How do you know this if you met her once? Okay, because she does talk about meeting Kim once. She says, me and Kim talked on the phone several times. I met her once at an event and we had dinner. I believe everything Kim Porter told me. But I'm also questioning, why would she be so comfortable to tell you that if she just met you once? Someone says, you didn't need to say Cassie brought this upon herself to get this point across, by the way. She says, I didn't say Cassie brought it upon herself. You did. I'm on Cassie's side, but of course, I had to tell the entire story. She started out thinking she was special and would not be treated the way that she watched him treat Kim Porter. Now, listen, I don't know, but I will say a lot of women do operate in that space thinking that he's not going to do to them what he has done to others or whatnot, right? I feel like Young Miami is still hanging by his side right now because she too herself thinks the same damn thing, but that's just my opinion. Now, there was another statement she made. Let me go to her actual page. Oh, wow. She done dropped some more in just a few minutes. Okay. Let's scroll down. Okay. So then she says, no, this is what Kim Porter told me in a telephone conversation many years ago, and I don't believe she was lying about it. All right. She goes on to say, know what? Let's break this up now because I can't with Americans. Not you saying you can't with Americans. Now you did slide over into our business just a little bit. She says, I can't talk to y'all. Honestly, I don't give a F what you Americans believe. I'm so sick of telling you what's going on or what went on in Hollywood and you acting like I'm speaking Yiddish. Okay. I think that a lot of people are just questioning it because you did kind of slick come out of nowhere. You're saying you had this relationship with Kim Porter. You know more things about Diddy, but you really only met her like one time and y'all have had a lot of phone conversations. Okay. And you're saying that she confided in you. She says, be clear, I only met Kim Porter once at a charity event and we had dinner, but we chatted on the telephone a few times and I believe everything that she told me. I have never forgotten one time she was on the phone crying because she loved him so much and couldn't bring herself to leave him, is what she's saying. Okay. Also goes on to say, no, we got into that. She says, get it straight. I publicly accused Diddy of all of this publicly over 15 years ago, but y'all hate me for being African and for being Bin Laden's sex slave. She says, so every time I try to tell you something about our lives in NYC, Hollywood, and Miami, y'all claim that I lied, and I never lied to y'all. Okay, so this is the story. This is one of the people coming out speaking against Diddy based on what she's saying Miss Kim Porter has told her, and it seems to be making its rounds to go viral. All right, so we'll just have to wait and see what's what. I feel like she could be telling some truth. Okay, it's not too far-fetched for me to believe that he would try to get somebody to lick on somebody else's, sanitary napkin or whatever, child. But at the same time, I just feel like you haven't known Kim Porter enough, so then I understand why people would be questioning that in my personal. Okay, but I just wanted to come and give you guys a quick little update. I am not trying to stay long and I'm trying to stick to it this particular time. Okay, but I'll let you guys continue the conversation down below and share your thoughts about everything regarding this woman that's coming out saying her piece regarding Diddy. All right, that's all that I got at this time. I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like up the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. First I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run